Alrighty, this is my Nak9 imported by Century Arms. It does bear the Draco nameplate here, as you can see. But if you look back here, it is in fact made in Romania, but not by the company that makes Wasser, or the Wasser 10s. This is by Nova Modul. Probably butchered that, not really up to snuff on my Romanian. So this is basically a 9mm AK pistol. It takes these Glock mags. It does come with one magazine. These are some 33 round, but they are made by KCI. So not the highest quality magazine, but they're easy enough to get a real Glock magazine or others that work potentially better. I haven't had really any big issues or anything with this, but just something to know. I'm gonna run over a couple of the specs on this guy and then kind of show some of the cool features on it. There we go. Okay, so first of all, the weight is 6.38 pounds, so it's a pretty, overall, a pretty hefty gun. It has an adjustable front sight, as you can see, kind of a standard AK deal. It does have a rear sight here that is adjustable as well, at least for distance. But it does come with a pick rail along the back. This is a polymer pick rail, but the cool thing on this guy, the top cover is hinged. Oh. And so it's not like a real beefy hinge. It's just a little connected there, but it is kind of cool in terms of maintaining any amount of zero or whatnot. As I said, this is chambered in 9mm. It has basically your run-of-the-mill black finish. Call it parkerization or what have you. It does come with a muzzle nut on the end here that is easy to take off in case you want to put on any kind of threaded hardware on the front. It does have wood stocks on the front here, on the foregrip, which they're not, I wouldn't say, they're not bad, but they're not like super premium feeling, but they don't feel bad at all. The grip is kind of a shiny, but your standard AK style grip. The barrel length here is 11.14 inches. It is only semi-automatic also. That's basically all the real specs on her. Oh, and it is a stamped receiver. So what's cool about this is it's a very heavy gun to be a 9mm for one, which is really lends itself well to recoil management. There's hardly any. It's really easy to hit fairly accurate shots with it. You have a lot of the same AK handling features and design features. It is substantially different. This is just a blowback action. Inside, the bolt is all one piece, and instead of having any kind of gas system, it just has a rod built on top that kind of works as a guide rod, which I will show that in another video, the takedown of this guy. But the the magazine, it's just a polymer piece here. Your mag release is on this side, and you're, like I said, just a standard Glock mag. So it's going to be a little different in terms of how a traditional AK works, because this guy does nothing here. That just holds in this plate here, which is also all polymer. But it looks pretty nice on there. Nothing to really complain about per se. But again, you got all the features. The safety lever is the same. It does come with a sling loop in the back here for you to use if you want to do a couple different sling options. And it is compatible with standard AK furniture. So your grips and your handguards up here, you can switch them out to whatever you'd like. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much a really nice little AK pistol. Chiappa imports, I think it's the Nak9, which is a shorter variant than this, and I believe you can get the Wasser M, which is a rifle version of this. So I mean, if you're looking for a pretty fun plinker and you're into AKs at all, this thing is just built like a tank and can take a lot of abuse. That's for sure. I mean, I'm not overly familiar with the history in terms of Nova, or, you know, the Nova model, what have you, but overall, I mean, the rivets are pretty well done. I mean, a lot of people shit on Century, but their import stuff is always top notch. So, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys on what you guys think of it, but I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's accurate. You're not going to be concealed carrying this, so it's mainly, you know, it could work in a self-defense, a home defense situation, or even a truck gun, or something like to that effect. But you know, it's it's just a fun gun to have for sure. But they're pretty reasonable. I think I paid around, I want to say $650-ish. Sometimes you can find them a little more, sometimes you can find them a little less, but overall the price is pretty reasonable, I think, for what you get, in terms of there's not a lot of 9mm AKs out there on the market, so this is, I mean, obviously you got some nicer versions like KUSA, they got some nice stuff, and Palmetto State does some stuff as well for a 9mm, but you know, this is probably one of the cheaper options for sure. So, I mean, if you're okay with having some basic features and whatnot, that's, you know, it's pretty cool. So, I'd recommend for sure. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and let me know what you think.